Hey guys, it's Housewife in Heels. So I am here with my third installment of my designer shoe collection. I did one for 2022, did one for 2023, very early 2023. I want to say January 2nd or something like that. Didn't quite get the chance to get this up by January 2nd, but I hope you all will forgive me now that I finally have it up. It is going to be a lot of older shoes, a lot of newer shoes, because I have been on an ever evolving shoe journey, so to speak. One of my biggest trials and tribulations regarding shoes has been accidentally going up and getting too big and having to get rid of those shoes and replace what I could in a size that fits, or just getting other stuff that I happen to gravitate towards over the course of the year. So I always find it fascinating to see how my taste is changing or how just the collection's evolving. It didn't get terribly bigger, which, depending on who you ask, could be a good or bad thing. I always want more shoes. But my husband is like, tone it down, no more shoes, you're fine. And I feel a little bit differently about that, but I digress. So I hope to be one of the first shoe channels or fashion channels to get their shoe collection up. I don't know if I'll be the first, but at least I hope to be here early for early 2024. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm trying to kind of streamline it versus what I've done for the past 2 years so that we get more shoes, less of me yakking on about shoes. And other than that, so that way I give my spiel before I forget showing the shoes. If you have not joined me on Patreon, I would appreciate it if you did. It's $3 a month, and it helps me get more shoes pretty much. Supporting me means more shoes, that means more videos, and just more fun for everyone overall. And if you have not followed me on TikTok, it is under Housewife in Heels. I will link it below for you guys if you're interested in doing that, so you can support me there for free. And if you have not already, then I would appreciate if you liked, commented, subscribed, and now we can actually get into the shoes. Alright guys, let's get into some shoes. Now, full disclaimer, I may or may not remember all of the names, colors, styles of each shoe, so bear with me. I will try my very best, but these are a lot of shoes, and I got rid of all the boxes this year to put them in like a pretty display cabinet, so we're just going on memory here. Now, I do remember these. These are the Stuart Weitzman LC 100mm sandals. Don't know whether they're still available or not, but these I don't get a whole heck of a lot of use out of, so I'm not that worried about it. Now, these are the Gianvito Rossi Manhattan 105 sandals. These I got at the Gianvito Rossi outlet. Try and say that quickly. Now, these I don't really gravitate towards, and I noticed a pattern lately. Whenever I get sandals with buckles or anything where I have to work to get it on, I don't wear it that much. So I think the year 2024 is going to be my transition away from buckles and more so into pumps and very easy sandals. Now, these are not so easy. These obviously have a buckle on them, but these I will cherish. I will never get rid of them. I will put forth the time and effort to buckle these on. Say hello to my cat, Big Smoke. He's making his cameo appearance and will be here throughout. But back to the shoes. These are my Mafaldino spikes. These are only available in a flat, last I checked. I will never get rid of these. I love them regardless of the buckle. Here I am in my Aquazzura Supermodel sandals. Now these, lots and lots of buckles, but they're very, very easy to get on and off because of that zipper in the back. These, I love. They're very comfortable. I would recommend them to pretty much anyone and everyone, unless you have like a really, really big wide foot. But other than that, love these shoes. They treated me well. My husband got these for me at Saks Off 5th for I think $300 for my birthday about 2 years ago. Great, great shoe. Highly recommend. Now these I don't highly recommend because they are awfully uncomfortable. Now these I got for my birthday this year. Husband paid full price, and then later on in the year when the sale started happening, we found these went on sale. So I was a bit peeved about that, but I guess I'll have to live and just enjoy my shoes while I have them, right? At least they're beautiful, so I got that going for them. Now we're getting into the more glamorous side of things. These are Rene Caovilla Galaxia sandals. I want to say they're in the color Bordeaux, Merlot, some sort of wine color. I don't know if this color is available or not, but they have these in all sorts of colors. These are so fun, so different, so unique, like wearing a big glittered sock over your foot. These I hope to get more use out of, but it's kind of hard to dress these down to go to the post office, you know? But love these, love Rene Caovilla's. And speaking of, here's some more. Rene Caovilla is very quickly becoming one of my favorite shoe designers, up there with Louboutin. I would have 1,000,001 Rene Caovillas if I could. I would make every attempt to dress them down so I could get all the use out of them and then some. But I digress. These are the Margot sandals. I want to say they're in the color Bordeaux. I don't remember offhand. I believe these colors recently became available again. Strongly recommend these. Great shoe, beautiful shoe, delicate, dainty, wonderful. These shoes I wear whenever I have just been trying to break in some socades or another shoe that could be a little bit more challenging to break in. And I just need to give my feet a break, but I still want to heel. These are Aquazzura shoes. Don't remember for the life of me what they're called, but they're super cushy, super soft. If you want more information on this particular shoe, I did a designer shoe haul, so just check out my recent videos and you will definitely see these in a designer shoe haul. Now we are moving on. These easily, if I had to pick a top 5 favorites of the year, top 3 favorites of the year, these would be it. These are the Christian Louboutin Me Dollies. This color is in Bianco. I saw this shoe on Margot Robbie during the Barbie press, and I thought to myself, I have to have it. Did not think that I would get the exact color she wore because I would have went for black if I had to pick between the two. So happy I didn't. These were gifted to me by one of the best subscribers in the world, and I am eternally grateful for that. Now, the second ones, these are in black, the patent. These I absolutely love. They are so comfortable, so easy. As I said before, I'm generally gravitating towards shoes I could just slip on and off. So I love mules right now. They remind me of, say, Peg Bundy, Blanche Devereaux, and I hope to get something that has more of a vintagey vibe, like the Saint Laurent LA16 mules again. My last ones were too big, so that's definitely on the wish list for the year 2024. But moving on. Now here is a pair of shoes that I had on my wish list for, oh gosh, I want to say at least 6 months to a year probably. These are the Louboutin Chocoluxes. I saw these during one of my first ever trips to a Louboutin boutique, and I had to choose between these and the Mafaldina spikes, and I went with the Mafaldinas because they were not a part of the core collection, unlike these, which were, so I was able to wait and pick these up at a later date, and I could not be happier with them. I love these shoes. Now these are the Jimmy Choo Kate sandals in the 120 height. I think it's pretty clear I like a 120 heel, and you'll see plenty more a little bit later. These I don't get a whole heck of a lot of use out of. I think it's just because I gravitate towards the Louboutins a little bit more, but I do really like these. They're really girly, really cutesy, really fun, and I hope to get more use out of these. Now we are working with some Gucci. These are the only Gucci shoes in my collection. I think they're just called the Gucci wedges. I don't remember a name for these at all. I know that these do come in a higher heel height. Didn't get the higher heel height because I had to go to a wedding where they said no stilettos, no crazy high heels, something practical. So practical I went, and I have gotten practical use out of these, like at the beach for instance. So I do like these, but I hope to get Gucci sneakers with cats on the side in the future. Here I am in my Louboutin Speak a Queen pumps. These I managed to get for half off at the Louboutin outlet because these had a little bit of damage on the inside, nothing visible here, and they gave me an extra 10% off a 40% discount. So do not be afraid to ask for discounts if you're at an outlet even, because more often than not, especially at an outlet, they're wanting to make a sale, they're wanting to get rid of that item. most likely, if the item is kind of messed up, they will honor it and give you that price. Now here I am in my Valentino rock studs in the shade Nero. These, I've used them until they have been worn to bits pretty much. I absolutely love these. I will never ever get rid of them. If I could, I would get more, even though a lot of people are saying that they've kind of had their heyday, they're an old style, they're out of date. I don't care. I am going to wear these for however long my little heart desires, which is as long as I have these, as long as they're still able to be worn. That is how much I love these shoes. These are my Jimmy Choo Anook pumps in the 120mm single sole height, and these I'm very happy that I bought when I did. I bought these roughly around 2 years ago. I got plenty of use out of them, but I don't gravitate towards them much anymore because I like the Socate better. Call me crazy, that's just my preference. They're easier on the foot, even though Socate has the notorious bad reputation. In my opinion, these are much worse. So I think I'll be a Socate girly from now on. Now we are in my Cassidy Blades. These are such a pretty unique shoe with that shank as the heel. It's definitely unique, artistic. My husband really likes the look of it. I just don't happen to gravitate towards these as much. People like these because they give that sort of dramatic look of the Socate without giving the height because there's a hidden platform. But for me, I don't find these as comfortable. I don't know why. I guess I'm that one Looney Tune out and about in her Socates, but I'll live with it. That's alright with me. Here I am in my Nouvelle Privé 120s. These were a bit of a saga for me because I bought 100mm Nouvelle Privés about 2 years ago, but they were too big, and I was just hoping that I would find a deal one day, and I did. I found these at Neiman Marcus, I want to say a month, 2 months ago, give or take, on sale. Found them in my size, had to have them. I was a happy camper. My husband, not so much because that meant more money, but I was happy, so it was a win for me. So I love these. I think they're great. Don't recommend them for everyone, but I love them. I absolutely love my Socates. They are not the most comfortable, but I love them. Now, I think in future, if they do more seasonal releases, which I don't think they will, but if they do, then I'm going to stay away from these sort of unique colorways and patterns because they use very thick leather on certain ones. If it's just a unique print on the regular pattern, that's fine, but these are not the regular pattern. I'm not exactly sure what material this is, but whatever it is, it's very thick, very difficult to break in, and it makes the already uncomfortable Socate just that much worse. Now these are one of my favorite Socates. These are the Psychic Red Luby. These give me very Dorothy's Red Shoes and Wizard of Oz, but hey, I don't know, much more, I don't know how you'd put this, an adult, more modern, refined look. I love these. I try to wear these when I can. They're still getting broken in because they're that unique material. They're thick, but they're not as bad as like the faux snakeskin. So I'm going to continue wearing these. I'm going to love them forever. Never going to get rid of them. Love them. Now, here they are in the shade Luby. I love this sort of monochromatic, bright, true red throughout. It really is such a statement piece because most of the time you're never going to see a shoe that's monochromatic like that throughout, unless it's sort of one of those cheapy shoes just trying to look cool. And no judgment, but if there's anything that I don't particularly care for, it's a cheap shoe. These are my Socates in the shade Confetti. Such a fun, pretty shade. It really does make me think of birthday cake. I remember I even once went out to go get donuts with my husband in these. So, very apropos, so to speak. But these are also my first experience of Socates in the Napa leather. So comfy, much easier break-in, honestly really no break-in at all, so I hope to get more Napa leather Socates in the future. Here I am in my nude colored So-Kates. When I first started this channel, I didn't gravitate towards nude colored shoes, and then I just happened to try on a pair in the Louboutin boutique, thought they were very pretty, and these were ultimately gifted to me by one of my subscribers since at the time I could not afford it. I'm not rich, I don't claim to be, I spend all my extra money on shoes. Think like circa 98.99 Carrie Bradshaw. But super grateful that I got these in pretty much any of my shoes in general. But onward to more So-Kates. Here we have the ones who started it all. My first ever pair of designer shoes was a pair of black patent So-Kate Christian Louboutin pumps, and it sealed the deal. I absolutely love these. I love these so much to where I don't wear them terribly often anymore because I kind of want to preserve them. I want to keep them around forever. I absolutely love these shoes. I think they could go with anything, make anything look better, but onward. Now these are a pair of Gianvito Rossi Hortensia pumps. I forget what shade these are in, but these were gifted to me by one of my subscribers. I know that a few years back plexi was a really big thing, not so much anymore, so he managed to find these on sale, and they're honestly really pretty. I don't get too much use out of these because I don't know what on earth I would pair these with, but I still really like them, and honestly they feel very comfortable. The plexi is a super comfortable material. Here we have more plexi. These are the Gianvito Rossi, I think they're just called Plexi Pump. Now, these are in both a black and a nude. They were gifted to me by the same subscriber who got me the Hortensia pumps. Overall, very comfortable. I don't get a crazy amount of use out of these. I just don't gravitate towards them. I don't have too much plexi in general, to be honest, but I would recommend them to anyone who's interested in this sort of style, who wants a shoe that can go with pretty much anything at all. Now, these are one of my absolute favorites. I got them recently. These are the Pigalle Feliz by Christian Louboutin. Absolutely love these. So comfortable. Minimum break-in for myself. I know that's not going to be the case for everyone, but these have become a fast favorite. I gravitate towards them all the time. I reach for them all the time. If I have to go to the post office for whatever reason or run whatever errand, these I could definitely do that in. Now these are my Angelina 100 Christian Louboutin spiked pumps in a suede. I don't have too much experience in Louboutin suede, but overall with these they've treated me well. Super soft, very minimal to no need to break in. Very comfortable. I would reach for these almost as much as I do the Pigalle Feliz. So if you can find the Angelina still available and you're really interested, I would honestly recommend that you go for it. Such a great shoe. These, speaking of great shoes, are my Kate 100s in the Napa leather. If you want to start a Louboutin, you're a little bit afraid of a shoe that is uncomfortable or just terrible to wear, then I would honestly recommend these, especially if you're someone with a narrow foot. These have been fabulous. I found them at the Neiman Marcus Last Call outlet. I do not regret any of it. I would honestly pay full price for these if I had to again. These are my Irizas. These were one of my very first pairs of Louboutin pumps, probably within my first 5 pairs of designer shoes. These were, at the time when I first got them, very comfortable, but over time they've since gotten a little bit too big, not exactly made for someone with a narrow foot. So if you have more of an average to a wider foot, I'd recommend these, but not so much if you have a narrow foot. These are getting just a little bit too big for me. Now these are another pair of Arizas. These, I forget what style these are called. I don't remember for the life of me, but I got these at the Louboutin outlet probably about 2 years ago, at least a year ago, if memory serves me correctly, a year and a half. But these, albeit they're comfortable, especially in that sort of Napa leather, but I'm a little bit afraid to wear them because I don't want to break them in too much and make them too big. So no more Arizas for me. Now something that I'd like to get a lot more of are my Manolo Blahnik Hangizis. I love these. I covet these. I cherish these. They're one of my favorites in my whole collection. Now, these, a lot of people say they're tired, they're old, they're out of date. I don't care. Just like my Valentino rock studs, these from the late 2000s, early 2010s, I will not give up on. Nope, not these. These are so comfortable, so nice. They could be dressed up or down. A just all around great, 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 great shoe. And another Manolo. These are the Manolo Blahnik Laura Mules. They're similar to a Jimmy Choo Bing, but I just prefer these over the Bings, which I've since gotten rid of. But these are very, very pretty, very, very out there, very comfortable. These are one of my lowest heels that I have in my collection, like my Gucci wedges. These are a 90 millimeter, but I'm waiting on the one event where I have to really come dressed to the nines, and if I know I'm going to be on my feet, I can easily wear these, no problem. Just an overall very gorgeous shoe that I cannot wait to find a good excuse to wear. Can't wait. Now here are my Manolo Blahnik BB pumps. These are so, so, so comfortable. I just accidentally got them in a half size too big for me. So note to self, get these in a 35.5 rather than a 6. I saw these on Lady Gaga in House of Gucci, and I knew I needed them, and I stumbled upon them at Neiman Marcus last call. But I'm hoping to replace these in the future with a 35.5 and the 100, and another pair if I can ever get my grubby little hands on it. I would love to get these in the 115 heel height available, which I think would just be absolutely wonderful for someone like myself. We're making our way into boots. I only have 3 pairs of boots right now. Or, no, 4. But anyway, these are the Jimmy Choo Maggie boots in the 120 heel height. And this is about as chunky as I get. I don't have too many shoes for that matter, let alone boots with big platforms and chunky heels. It's just not really my thing. I tend to go for a more delicate shoe. So, yeah, this is about as chunky as she gets. But I really like these. I just wish I would have went a half size up because they're a little tight on me. But that's okay. I'll live with it, I promise. Now here I am in my Saint Laurent 68 boots in the knee-high length. And I think they only come in this length anyway. But these are skin tight. They kind of remind me of, say, like what someone would wear in like Resident Evil or a spy movie. I'm not sure. But I just love how these fit like a glove. They're difficult to get on, but once you do get them on, boy, do they look great. So really, really enjoy these. I wear these a lot when it's like the fall winter months, including like right now as of recording this. Get a lot of use out of these. Love these. Will never ever get rid of them. No, not finally. Here I am in my Saint Laurent Linda boots. These I got at the Saint Laurent outlet for like $500. I saw them before over there and they were like a $1,500, and I said, oh no, we're not paying $1,500. But the price dropped and it dropped to $500. I picked them up. So if it's not obvious, I really enjoy a Saint Laurent boot. And hopefully in the future I'll be able to get more or just try different brands of boots. If I could get any boot, it'd be the Louboutin Condora Boda over the knee boot. That's really nice. So if anyone's paying attention to a wish list, there you go. Now finally we have the Stuart Weitzman Highland boot. Not too much to say about it. I really like it. It's really, really comfortable over the knee. Wonderful. Recommend it to everyone. But other than that, thank you guys so, so much for watching. I really appreciate it if you made it through all of these shoes with me. I hope you guys have a happy new year. Hope you had happy holidays. And you'll be seeing a cameo from one of my cats, Miss Beautiful, here in a moment. So thank you guys. Bye. Are you making a cameo? Are you part of the collection?